I'm going to teach you how to play the clarinet. I've been making TMA videos for a good number of years now, and I've gotten so far pretty much positive feedback, which is great. I initially started making them just to help my own students sort of have a model for what they should shoot for. But the problem with the videos has become that people think that if you just practice 3 etudes for 4 months that you're going to do really well in auditions. And don't get me wrong, you got to practice the etudes, but really what you need to focus on is learn to be a better clarinet player. If you can't play the instrument, all sorts of things will go wrong in auditions that shouldn't. So I've decided to make a series of videos just sort of discussing how to actually improve yourself. And a lot of it is going to be conceptual because that's just the nature of what this is, but I'll give you as much practical information as I can as well. It's going to be in 3 parts. The first part is your basic fundamentals, so tone, technique, and tonguing. The second part is going to teach you how to practice. That's super important because if you don't know how to practice, you kind of just sit in a room and waste your time. And the last part is going to comprise the basics of phrasing. So just how to think about music in general rather than just playing by feel or adding dynamics or whatever people think. There are 3 things I need to get out of the way first before we get into the meat of this. Number 1, this is not a replacement for lessons, okay? I've taken probably at least 500 lessons in my life. There's no way I can teach you everything there's no way I can teach you that amount of information in these short videos. If anything, these can act like a supplement for lessons, so that if you take a few lessons and you don't remember everything, or things are hard to execute, then these can be sort of a refresher in between. Number 2, this is not for absolute beginners. If you don't, for example, if you don't know what the word embouchure means, or if you don't know to put your left hand on top, you need to start from scratch. You need to find a teacher that can help you with all of those problems. Similarly, I'm not going to discuss how to read music, how to count. Those are all sort of beginner band things. Again, there are plenty of teachers out there that will help you negotiate those things. No problem. Number 3, playing an instrument is a very individualized thing. So the things I'm going to talk about are general principles, things that work for most people. If you find yourself, having done these exercises and these conceptual things for a long time and they're not working for you, you may consider not doing them. Okay, most of you are not in that category. Most of you probably don't know how to do it in the first place. So my advice would be to try to master these things first before you decide to go a different direction. Okay, that's it. We'll get into it. Hope you find these useful.